Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is On the Anvil, episode 173. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We show you some of the challenges we're facing. We show you a glimpse of the future. This is the show where we want to hear from you. We want your ideas. We want your feedback. We want to interact with you. This is the show where everything always goes exactly as scripted. We don't have any technical issues, and we never veer off course. But mostly, this is the show where we spend the next 2 hours enjoying a frosty beverage and spending some wonderful time with amazing members of our community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. It's been a bit, Chris. How long have we been off the air?
It has been almost 2 months since you were on. I did a brief update stream in December, just to make sure we had something going on, and just to tell people where we were at with things before the year ended. But yeah, since an actual On the Anvil, it's been, I'll bring it up right now.
It's been a while.
Last one was November 20th. It has been 2 months and a day. Or no, that was Hamster's Hobby Hang. It has been more than it's been 2.5 months, almost, since last On the Anvil. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
It may end up being a shorter episode. We will see. But we're gonna look at the year ahead and show a glimpse of some perilous bits.
Yes.
What else do people need to know? What else is going on?
Well, they need to know if that's a new rubber knife. If you
Oh,
explain the knife
so
situation.
I left my dagger at home. I took it home and I painted it, and I left it at home. So I have it next week. So this is the backup. This is the backup dagger, the floppy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's actually really uncomfortable watching it. Ugh. Yeah.
So yeah. So next week you can look forward to a new and improved purpleized knife. So it's more fun now.
Yeah.
But of course I left it at home because
Well,
remembering things requires a brain.
It'll be here next week.
Yes. Are we gonna give people anything besides
most likely a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card?
Woo!
At the break. It was 50, right? Is what we did? 50. That's what we normally did. Yeah, we'll be doing that roughly halfway through the stream. We don't know if we're gonna go full length or not, or it might be a shorter one because we're gonna go through the news that we have and see how that goes, basically.
Well,
yeah,
and go from there. And yes, it is my birthday. I am officially old. I just hit that the half a century mark. And I am working on my birthday because it had been 2 months, so it's time to stream.
If you do what you love.
Yeah, we'll celebrate. I'll celebrate with my family this weekend, Friday. Be a big adventure, but it was too many. It's just too many weeks to miss. Gotta get back on the horse, as it were, the griffin,
back in the saddle,
the chocobo.
I would kill for a chocobo.
Oh.
They're actually probably really uncomfortable to try and ride.
We haven't streamed it so long. We forgot it's $100 gift card, huh?
Yeah, I think that's really, if that's what the people are saying.
That's so good. I'm glad they could remind us.
Yeah.
Very helpful. Yeah.
All right. $1 on the gift card for every year you've been alive.
See, that
basically
seems fair. Yeah.
Woo! All right. Well, should we just get into it?
Yeah.
Let's just get into it.
Wait,
where's the button? All right. Yeah.
News. It's the news. Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Did you get a haircut?
I got a haircut 2 months ago, I think. It's not a new haircut.
Would you say that's news?
I've told you multiple times. No, I don't even think it looks...
Okay, then what's the news then?
And I didn't do anything unusual with it. I just got it trimmed as usual. All right.
Looks good. So what's the real news? What's the hot goss?
Let's see. Man, where do we start? Okay, I'm gonna say the not 2026 stuff and then the heavier stuff for later. Okay, so I guess really the big thing. Let's go through the projects. Dungeons Reforged. Shipping began in earnest last week. We did a smoke test the week before that, just to make sure everything's working fine. And then last week we started really going for it.
Did anybody get their stuff yet?
I've seen a couple people in chat who I believe has received their stuff. And yeah, a couple of photos have started getting posted. Woo! So it'll take us a couple more weeks to get through all of the pledges. There's a lot of stuff to ship, but it's going pretty fast, honestly. I'm surprised at how many people have been, how quickly it seems to have been getting out to people. So, yeah.
Even Europe, right? People get
We sent a batch to, we included a few people in the UK in the first wave that we did last week. Just to like test some international stuff.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it arrived to Robin in the UK before it got to anybody domestic who we sent the week before.
What are the chances? Like, how's that? That's never happened since the dawn of time.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I don't get it. But the stuff has been sending out, and it's going for it. People are loving the Sinister. Yeah. If you didn't see in the update, if you're noticing that your phantasmal filters are not fitting into the dread pedestal, there was a incident at the, well, not an incident. That's a little. There was a mistake. There was a mistake in production, and they were made a few millimeters too large. They have adjusted it, and we've already got them making a new wave of them. So we'll be replacing those, as well as trying to replace them in the store before it even goes live in the store. So
the good news is if you got them, you'll get replacements. You'll have two. You can always cut those down with scissors. They won't be a perfect circle, but they work perfectly fine other than they don't fit in anything that's a circle.
They work great if they're just underneath something. If they have to be inside something, that's when it's
put it behind a thing. It works great.
Outside of that, it's been pretty painless. I haven't heard anybody
so far?
report any issues with their pieces. So I think we're pretty good.
Well, let's keep getting it out and get it all shipped. I think, what did Jay say? It's going to be a few more weeks before we get to everything, right? End of February, we should have everything out.
We should have it. Yeah, everybody should have it in hand by the end of February. So then we're probably looking at putting it in the store early March, probably at the earliest. We'll see.
They work in terms of light. Like you can put them, as long as you're not trying to put them inside a thing, they do work. But they do not fit in the thing. So we're giving you new ones that will fit. But you'll have two.
They just won't fit inside the dread pedestal or the.
Then you can cut it up and make a star, or make a you can do something else with it. You have it extra. Yeah, it'd be great.
So yeah, some tabs came off passages and shipping, but no big deal, easy to fix. That's the kind of thing that just happens sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes the glue just gives out.
The tabs.
But yeah, you can just glue them back on pretty easily. I think it's everything for dungeons. Cities Reforged. We are we're technically done with treasure chests. You should have had treasure chests done by now. If not, please go do them.
Did anybody not finish their treasure chests?
If you haven't selected your treasure chest, please go do do if you're confused about it and you need help, go ahead and just reach out in the comments on GameFound or on Discord or customer support. Any of those methods, we can take care of it pretty easily on the back end. There was a weird thing with it this last time around. And so we're figuring out exactly what went wrong. That I don't know, 10% of people or something had a weird issue with it. We think it might have been tied to the stretch pay, but it's a quick thing to fix. So we've been just kind of fixing all those manually, and it's not that big a deal. It just takes a couple minutes tops. So we've been doing that, and then outside of that, production is going pretty smoothly for it. We've got most of the expanded masters done.
Everything except for
Tyler's saying 90% of the expanded masters.
Signpost. We adjusted a couple of walls, like the magnetic wall we reversed, and the revised walls where we cut the slots in. I think those aren't done, but other than that, basically all the expanded masters done. We should have test shots arriving next week, which is really exciting. So we're cooking along, but here's the thing: their factory's about to close down for a month for Lunar New Year, so we'll have, let's say, almost all the tests. We'll have a big chunk of the test shots and say all the expanded masters done by then. That means, mid-March they'll be in full-blown casting and painting, which means that's getting on the water in May, arriving in July?
Depending on when in May, late
arriving
June,
in July,
late June,
shipping
early
in
July.
August. That's my guess.
Yeah.
That's back of the envelope math. It could be wrong. Could be a little faster.
Yeah.
They might have already been casting because they have a bunch of the molds already.
Sure.
Yeah,
if they've been making the old stuff first.
I think they've sort of been cooking on a bunch of that stuff. But that's if I was gonna guess, if I had to bet $1 right now, I'd bet a Valorian platinum piece that August. That's it. till Christmas. Thanks. So,
Yeah.
oof.
We'll see. They're trying to get as much done as they can before New
Yep.
Year. So
Yeah.
we'll
And
see.
we fiddled with a lot of cleanup on the back end, and we're doing, I don't know. There's been a lot of good little tweaks along the way. So it's gonna be worth it.
Right. We showed you guys the stump lump that got expanded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to just make sure everything does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. But before that happens, we've actually got our first restock in a while in the works as well.
In a year.
We got
Our
that
annual
coming.
restock.
Yeah, we finally been able to place a restock order. Last year was supposed to be the year of placing quarterly restocks, and then things got scary, and we didn't for a while.
Woof.
And we're doing this one,
Back in the saddle.
see how that ends up going, and then we're kind of estimating March or April release. We'll have to see because we also need to time it around the Dungeons Reforged stuff. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll get to keep this up and do quarterly restocks this year, but we'll see how the state of trade and everything is.
Ugh.
That's up on the site to look at. I need to ask Jay about some of the stuff on here though, because there's a couple things where I'm like, did we actually order that? Because I didn't think that was on the list.
Yeah.
And some things it's like we just did that in Cities Reforged. So what are we? Yeah. So I gotta talk to him, make sure that it's.
But there's stuff is coming.
There's
We
some
got-
really good
it's
stuff on
cooking.
there, and also we don't have listings for them yet. But there's also going to be the ice version of the entrance riser and the Underdoom version of the LED runic columns as well. So
Exciting
those are going to be made for
stuff.
the first time. So
All
that's
right.
exciting. Yeah, so that restock's on the way. And yeah, Pedestal to Pain's in there. New castle sets should be in there. Like there's a lot of good stuff coming.
About time.
Yeah.
You guys have patiently waited.
Can they go live together to save on shipping? Maybe. We'll have to see just what the timing looks like on
Yeah.
things, and then what Jay feels like he wants to do. If
Too far in the future to know.
yeah, we got to see how quickly shipping goes, and then we have to see when this restock actually gets on the water, so we know when it's going to arrive. But yeah, so that is restocks and projects. Oh, Rick Wagner,
Woo.
our German friend who helps us out at Spiel and with other general
UK games.
German things,
2
UK
years
Games
back,
Expo,
and
a lot of EU stuff. He's doing a game this weekend. We're still getting some details on it. It seems like a big thing that he's been throwing together, some kind of live stream event.
It's a grinder. It's kind of like it's sort of an old school inspired death dungeon with a bunch of German influencers are playing, and they're playing themselves, I guess. He made like miniatures that look like them in real life.
Oh, interesting.
And it's kind of Tomb of Horrors style, where it's just like you're going to die, it's just a matter of when. And so the goal is, can you survive 90 minutes? Whoever has the most treasure at the end of 90 minutes wins. And like kind of anything goes is my understanding. And I think he's not using 5e rules. He's doing some streamlined, like conducive to a lot of action in 90 minutes, like good for live game sort of thing, where he just is like basically seeing how far they can make it into this mega dungeon, how many traps they get through, and how much loot they can get through. And he said he doesn't know. He's like, people, and all the dice rolls are going to be live on the table, visible. So he's like, he's like, people could die right out of the gate if things go awry. So I don't know. Could be interesting. He's gonna do one each month for the next 3 months and see how they land. And he hopes to do, this one will be in German, but the hopes is to do an English language one at some point in the run. See if he can broaden the audience. But he's doing the first one in his native tongue.
Yeah, so we'll have more details about that posted in the Discord soon. We're gonna send out an email to people who are in like German-speaking countries, just because it's gonna be a little hard to enjoy if you don't speak German. But we're gonna put something out there, and he's gonna be doing builds with our stuff. That's kind of cool. So yeah,
He's a good builder. He's a long-time collector. Has a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Let's see. I think there were
Is that all
a good
the
amount of
news?
this is 2026 stuff. We can segue into it with kind of an interesting bit of news. For those of you who weren't aware, this is 2026 marks our 30th anniversary as a company.
Let's do the
whole
whole
entirely?
timeline and do the
Okay.
stuff first. Yeah.
Forget that.
Let's do it as
Wipe
one
that.
cohesive. The year ahead.
Okay.
Get rid
Then
of the
I,
year
then I
past.
think
So,
we're ready. We've got the heavy stuff, and then year ahead is all we got left.
yeah.
So-
And then we'll show some beans.
Yeah.
All right. So, this next chunk is going to be emotionally challenging. So, if you
Jesus.
want to tune out for 20 minutes or something, you're welcome to. It's definitely the segment where I'm going to cry. So it'll be that. Haven't even started. I'm already listening. All right. So we have two events to talk about. The first is the reason we didn't stream in December is my dad died. It's gonna be a slow segment. Hold, hang tight. So he was fighting ALS for 3 years or something, and died a couple days after Christmas. So it was a tough run, or that tough month. And the big push was to finish his memoirs, which I got done, like on showed him the physical print on Christmas, and then a couple days later he died. So needless to say, I was not in any shape to be here, and was doing what we should be doing, is focusing on family. And I don't know what else to say on that, like, other than I'm sure some of our audience, right? I'm officially older now, so I can say, right, we're in the older category. So I'm sure some of you have had parents die, and if you're close to your folks, it sucks. So I don't know what else we need to say on that. It's like my takeaways have been enjoy everything, right? Everything is going to change, so enjoy what you have while you have it. Be present. Anything else you say on that before we get the next, like?
I think I'm the wrong person to ask. I think you,
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what else to tell people.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, so that was why we were dark last month.
It
was just like not the thing we wanted to prioritize.
No, I couldn't
at that time. Yeah.
Well, but he died very peacefully. It was very poetic. Like we set him up for a great dismount. As good as can be for a terrible situation, particularly with ALS, which is like, and if anybody's familiar with neurodegenerative diseases, it's good to have it done when it's done, because it's crummy. So then, if hopefully most people have seen already the news in Discord, Michelle, this was, and I might have the dates. Chuck is here, so he can fill in any of the bits I get wrong. But shortly after, so Chuck and Michelle moved to Pennsylvania to be closer to the studio, right in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
It was literally like the March of 2020, I think. Like it was questionable whether or not, like, I think Michelle flew over and then Chuck was driving, and it was a whole, like, how the heck are they even going to get there? But they did it. They moved, and then tail end of that year, she got diagnosed with cancer. So that was about 5 years back.
Yeah,
and
around Christmas 2020.
Yeah, it was literally like right on Christmas, which has sort of been
she's watching too, Chuck says.
Oh,
she's here, yeah.
There we go. So the sort of the marching orders there were, like, she didn't want anything to change. She's like, I want to still go full tilt. I still, you know, I don't want to feel anything be different. I want to keep cooking as long as I can, and doing what I love. So she's been trucking, and you may have noticed like there's been a little less Michelle output in the last couple of campaigns, and this is why. There were, you know, there were points. Right, she was like, I don't know how many, you know, the number of appointments you have to go to there and back, and she was calling into the dev meetings from the car or from the hospital or from the doctor's office, and she was sculpting during chemo treatments. Like, you're sitting there for 6 hours getting like poison pumped into your body, and she's sitting there sculpting, like really pushing continuously, like just like an unbelievable warrior. And then I guess this Christmas, it's unbelievable that it keeps coming on Christmas. You got the you know, basically got the prognosis that it's not a winning fight. So they've switched into hospice. She's at home now, and not long for this world. So if you haven't seen the Discord post, the thread, if you could link up the thread.
Yeah, there's I don't know if I can link straight to it, but there's a new channel in there called Well Wishes. It's under the Forge. It's under the Forge thing. I'll see if I can get a link directly to it.
Yeah. So there's a post there where Chuck has been putting up updates, and more importantly, people have been sharing well wishes, which are really, really go a long way, right? Just letting Michelle know how much her work is meant to you and how you'd use it in a game, or just whatever you want to share. If you got something to share, put it on that channel. It really makes a difference. Yeah, while you have the opportunity. So she couldn't finish the last piece that she was working on for Perilous. She hasn't been able to finish, but Nina is going to finish it out. So we have all the sketches and mocks and all the stuff that's been sculpted so far for it. So we have like there's sort of a triumphant finale piece, as well as there's a lot of, it's going to be it might be a little creepy. There's going to be pieces coming out after she's gone, because we still have a bunch of neat stuff she did in the Hightown period that hasn't gone to print. We've found something from like Dungeons Reforged. Like there's a whole bunch. So we have some neat Michelle pieces in the hopper that'll come out at some point, where we've got bit spots for them. So there's that. So it's pretty marvelous to have a legacy like she does. Like she's done so many cool pieces that are indestructible dwarvenite, right? That will hopefully live for decades to come, endless games to come, as well as anyone who got a Moonlit Arch or something. Like there's a lot of really cool special work that she's done that's out there, that hopefully will bring joy to people for ages. Chuck, is there anything I didn't hit that we should also tackle?
Hold on. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's fair.
No rush.
Glamroth is wondering if we could show some of her pieces today.
I
didn't
gather. You know what we should do? Maybe that's next week. Like, let's do a. I was gonna do Perilous next week, but maybe we do it as a first section. We could do because I want to gather up and do it right. Like get like not just for willy-nilly get pieces, but like um get some stuff together. Because it's like so, some of the best, the construct walls and the ruins of
Yeah.
Kelantir and
Well, I mean, and
Low-Town Kitchen and
she's been making stuff going back to the original Cities Kickstarter. So
Yeah.
she's got stuff in literally every biome
yeah,
that we've got.
yeah, just marvelous, just such a talent. It's
Yeah.
Was there anything
Chuck
Chuck
says-
said we needed to add?
Michelle says my build contest idea. I haven't heard about this, I don't think.
Yeah, we need. Let's. I need to quantify it a little better first, then we can talk about that. Maybe can we do that next week? It's a good one, Chuck. Yeah, I wish it'd be really neat if we could find a way to do another print run of the Moonlit Arch or something. I don't know. There's a lot to figure out. But big picture, we still have cool Michelle pieces that haven't been made yet that are gonna be made. Like you're gonna still feel her hand in the work for a while to come. Honestly, we still reference what Michelle's doing all the time in dev. Like it's she is an indelible part of Dwarven Forge, whether she's here physically or not.
I mean,
it might be a two-sided night. Yeah.
I mean, she was there for like forming so much of the design philosophy.
Just all of it
that we've got around things.
And like, the work ethic that she has, endlessly striving to make it better and iterating and always trying another change or adding another detail or scrapping a thing, getting halfway through and it doesn't work, and it's just like not afraid to go back to square one and start over and do it better, and just pushing herself on what she could do in terms of levels of detail and how do I make every side of this usable? How do I make this as modular as possible? How do I deliver something that's going to feel special on the table, like piece after piece after piece after piece for over a decade? And that's not even including all of her pre-Dwarven Forge work, right? All of her molds, LSD, Lady Sable designs.
You can't lead with LSD.
That was her purposeful. That was her LSD was her purposeful acronym that she was targeting. It's like,
blowing things up.
It's really
the fireworks.
It's really something.
Well, and just I don't know. One thing that always like struck me was, just kind of the openness and how much her and Chuck kind of just live as them, like 100% themselves. There's really no performing or putting on like any kind of show for people. Like going over to their place to shoot like the Reliquaries documentary stuff, and you just have this house that is just, what if we just get
Nerd
this
heaven.
weird house and fill it with all the stuff that we like, and just completely open and able to talk about everything. I don't know. It's just so incredibly kind and incredibly unashamed,
talented and kind and creative and hardworking and fun-loving and such. Michelle has such mischief. Like there's she just, while having these like serious dev discussions, she just throws these little like funny little asides or jabs or like some dark Cthulian nonsense. Like it's just the best. Like really endlessly a pleasure to be part of, be a collaborator with. Like she's just, you couldn't ask for better.
The magic of LSD can do wonders. Thank you, Chuck.
No, she is.
Gonna
she's
screenshot
magic. She's
that
lightning.
for later.
She's lightning in a bottle. It's really, and then to have the husband and wife team that are on the thing that are, like Chuck is an absolute wizard with our stuff and breaking down old modules and turning it into pieces and knowing, like, it's just, it's really, It's really we have been really blessed and honored to have Michelle as part of this for so long, and have Chuck. Yeah, you guys are a one of a kind team. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of fun Michelle stuff to come. So you'll see, like, we've got good stuff that's still cooking. And Michelle's still here, so you send her a message on Discord. Send her some love. Do a thing with her pieces, and take a picture and send it.
Yeah. Jeffrey wants to know if there's a list of the pieces. I've been trying to put together a kind of, I don't know if we can get exhausted to here's literally every single piece, but you just things like Arcane Runes, basically all the dressing in Lowtown. Like the secret door bookshelf in Lowtown was Michelle.
The modular trash, and man, the little crow and orb in Dungeon of Doom, and those curtains in Cities, the Greek fire projector in.
Oh, if Chuck already has a list, let's get that list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, in his database. Of course, you've got a database.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Okay.
So, the sort of dismount for this segment, I guess, is, and turning 50 on here is, it's a reminder that we all have a limited number of heartbeats, right? You don't know how many heartbeats you've got left, but it is the currency that you are spending, right? Every day you're choosing where you spend your heartbeats, and it's a limited, right? It is a limited reservoir. So think about how you're spending your heartbeats, right?
Yeah.
Try and spend your heartbeats the way Michelle did, doing what she loved and bringing joy to the world. So think about how you're spending your heartbeats. Be present for each one you're spending, and think about how you're spending them.
Yeah.
At some point, you run out.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about the future?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for getting through that with us, gang. Yeah. It's like, looking at mortality is tough. Like, it's a hard, it's.
At least nothing stressful's been happening outside of that.
Yeah, at least it's been sunshine and rainbows in the outside world.
At least it's been an incredibly chill winter.
So, aside from all this, what do we have cooking in 2026?
All right.
Right? It can't be it can only go up from here, right?
Yes.
Right?
Pretty sure nothing could get worse. Just all better. Let me put all the future stuff here. Okay. Man. Well, so we've talked about the restock coming in 2026. We've talked about City's delivery probably being in the summer.
And hoping to get back into a regular restocks, right? If we can do quarterly restocks, the goal is quarterly restocks. And depending on what happens with tariffs and whatnot, hopefully we can get back to that.
Yeah, we'll see if we're allowed to do business in the future. But yeah. Conventions are probably a pretty easy thing to tackle. We're doing our usual 3 US conventions. However, we're not doing UKGE this year.
No.
We will have the small booth at Spiel that Rick Wagner runs, I believe. That's still happening. But outside of that, we're going to be at Adepticon. We're going to be at Gen Con, and we're going to be at PAX Unplugged. So those are kind of our home conventions that we built up, even though none of them are here.
We'll do a couple of. I think we're going to try and do the Long Island Gaming Expo.
Really?
what Mace was targeting for, because we can do it with like 2 people and a minimal, like it's so small and so local, and like
You're talking about treating it like the New York Open.
yeah,
Okay.
right. Just get some presence there, get in front. Like it's right in our backyard. It seems like an easy. Um, ah.
Yeah.
And then it'd probably be at New York Open again. Like do a couple of smaller local
Seemed
things.
like that went pretty well.
It was easy,
Seemed
and
like it
it's
was-
fun
yeah.
to support our local community, and yeah.
Anything that doesn't involve major travel is remarkably easy to do compared to shipping 200 pounds of dwarvenite halfway across the country.
This is true.
Yeah.
But Adepticon, Gen Con, PAX Unplugged, we'd love to see you. Like it really is meaningful to see you folks at cons. It's really nice to put a face to the name, and see some photos, hear some stories, shake some hands, like all, it's really
Kiss some babies.
It helps us get through the tough times.
Yeah. Conventions. So, I mean, what the other okay? So the other things I have are 30th anniversary, Perilous Frontiers, and then just vaguely other 2026. Oh,
Well,
I guess also
let's
Cities Reforged too.
Let's talk about 30th anniversary, right? So we have this year's Gen Con this year is the official, to the day, 30th anniversary of Dwarven Forge. Gen Con 1996 was the premiere, the first batch of 50 sets or whatever, which sold out in a day. Stefan and Jay, and we're like, wow, this is a real thing. So we're planning to have something, make a thing to celebrate it. It's in the works. We got 6 months. What month is August? 8 months. We got 7 more months. Yeah, so we're working on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably 6 months because we got to have it, I would assume, ready before we get to Gen Con.
Yeah. We have right, 7 months or 6 more months to have it in hand, so we have something at Gen Con and whatnot. So we have something we're working on to sort of say thank you, because we are honestly, I know we say it, but we can't say it enough. We really are thankful for all of you, right? We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this just ridiculous, like this community is ridiculous. The fact that the fact that you guys put so much money up front for all these crowdfunding campaigns for promises of a thing to come, the fact that you keep coming back, the fact that you're using this stuff on the table to tell these games, like you're giving us really earnest, heartfelt feedback, like thought out. I don't know. It's just we really, I don't know. There are 1,000 reasons why you guys are amazing, and we are grateful. Always know that.
Everybody gets 30 Valerian coin pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. We have enough in the warehouse, so we could probably give 30 Valerian coins to everyone at Gen Con.
You need to do something.
Yeah.
It's just something with those.
Like a Scrooge McDuck situation.
We need to do something. Yeah, just use them all for a dumb video.
Oh.
He definitely would have like broken his neck trying to dive into a pile of just solid metal, right? You can't swim through that stuff.
No.
That's ludicrous. That's the most unrealistic thing in that cartoon.
That's where we draw the line.
That's where I draw the line. You would survive. Make them into sandbags. Let them down to make a sculpture.
So what else we have? We have Perilous Frontiers, right? That which you mentioned. We are very excited to go into 2 new biomes, sand and snow, launching later this year. Who knows when? It is. We haven't done a new biome when's the last time? When was it? Lowtown, right?
Yeah, and that's like still
when was
kind
that?
of an expansion of city, kind of.
Yeah.
It's got some fieldstone in it. Wood. I guess it depends on what you consider a biome.
It felt like it was enough that it was its own.
Enough
of a sub biome that it felt like it was big enough to be a thing.
Oh well, I guess actually Starforged. Sci-fi.
Yeah,
Sci-fi's like a different genre.
Yeah. No, we forgot about that. Yeah. So this is our first new fantasy biome since Lowtown, and our first new biome since Starforged.
Yeah. Starforged was 2022 or 23?
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, thank you. Wait a minute.
It was 23. Lowtown was 22. Yeah.
Um,
I
is
think
today Thursday?
it's Wednesday.
Why?
Who's saying Thursday?
It's rare to get a Thursday off, so he can join.
Oh, he doesn't have work tomorrow. He's
Oh,
in,
so we can
he's
stay
in,
up
he's in
night.
the UK.
Got it. So
He
he's
doesn't
staying
have
up
to-
late
yeah,
to
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
All right, we'll show you some beans because you stayed up late.
We got some stuff to show.
Yeah. So that's gonna be really awesome when we get it up and out. We're very excited. It's finally starting to coalesce. We now have 5 3D printers, 6 3D printers in house that are cooking like 24/7, kicking out prototypes. So we've ratcheted up our prototyping capabilities, like we've tripled them. So it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So and we will there's going to be a bunch of perilous we have a bunch of perilous streams to come, right? You're going to probably be sick of perilous on the Anvils by the time the damn thing launches. So
Yeah. You're gonna be tired of seeing sand and snow.
yeah, you're going to say I hate sand
Yeah.
over and over again.
Well, the other thing that we have on the roadmap, if you go look at it, is Cities Reforged Part 2. It just says late 2026 on there.
Which is going to be 2027 in all reality.
Yeah.
There's no way we're going to get that out in the same calendar year. Currently, we haven't actually, other than what we did that we cut from Cities Reforged, Tudor Village, we haven't locked anything down. But the hot scoop right now is we're looking at streets and Fieldstone to be the sort of the backbone of Cities Reforged 2. And more to come as we kind of develop out the idea a little more. But we got something that I think makes a very exciting offer. It'll fill. We can bulk out a couple of things that needed some bulking out and make it. Ashlar is not coming yet. Ashlar is going to be its own thing at some point. There's some things that aren't working yet that we got to work out. It's sort of a bigger project, so we're kind of putting it aside and trying to flesh out all the sort of the above ground city stuff that still needs sort of finishing, and then off we go. But at some point we'll do Hightown Ashlar. But we've at this point by the time we do this Cities Reforged 2, we'll have basically done just about everything out of Hightown outside of anything that involved Ashlar.
Yeah. That's the thing. When people ask, like, when's Hightown coming? It's like, we've been
chipping it out.
Yeah, the grass banks, the
garden
other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Tudor expansion, Fieldstone expansion, street expansion, all this, like, yeah. We'll have a bunch of this stuff already done, so that then Hightown will probably become Ashlar or whatever. It won't be Hightown as so much as we've done pieces of Hightown already. But we'll see. That is a long, a little ways off.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately the idea was to not do a project as large with new pieces as Lowtown again. So that's the hope. Chunking it out into smaller, more manageable projects.
Helps us across the boards. Helps us with more timely manufacturing, better QC, a better sort of pace of projects coming out rather than like a mega project every 2 years or whatever. What was the gap between Lowtown and Wildlands? But was there something between? We had Reliquaries.
We did Reliquaries because we realized that Lowtown was going to take longer, and then Lowtown ended up, I think, happening like a year and a half after when we initially wanted to do it.
It's wild.
I think it wound up being like February 2023 when it was initially supposed to be like a 2021 campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Spoonbender, that's a really good point, is that the definition of a smaller project is a little vague right? I think a lot of it is how many new pieces and new molds is to some degree. Like so, Cities Reforged and Dungeons Reforged, for instance, were not really small projects. There were like I think we were over 200 pieces in Dungeons by the time it was all said and done. But
It was
of
just
that,
Sinister.
yeah, right, because we added 80 new SKUs or something.
Yeah.
But it was only 20 new pieces or 12 new pieces or whatever it was. Like it was a limited number of new pieces, and then there were a bunch of new paint and whatever. But so it ended up being a very big project, but it wasn't a ton of new pieces in terms of tooling and test shots and all that run. Same with Cities Reforged. That ended up being 30 or 40 new pieces.
Yeah.
As well as we cracked over 100 for sure, probably closer to 200 by the time you got all the terrain trays. And I mean, we had like 12 terrain trays or something by the time we were done, or 10 terrain trays. I don't remember. There were 4, 6. How many of the?
That's true. We did at almost.
Oh, I guess
10.
I'm looking at both sides. There was only 8 or 6 or 4. I don't know. Whatever it was. It was a lot. This stuff all adds up.
Yeah.
So they were still big, but they were not big in terms of all just new stuff. But Perilous is going to be big, but it won't be Lowtown 250 brand new things.
Yeah.
But it will be large.
It's gonna be the biggest campaign we've done since Lowtown.
Bigger than Starforge.
Yeah.
For sure.
Starforge was, I think somebody said 38 pieces, something like that.
No.
Starforge was considerably smaller than Lowtown in terms of just raw sculpt count.
Yeah. Starforge was if we did Tudor Villages without all the existing stuff.
Yeah.
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 Something like that. Woo. Hey, Mace. Bye, Mace.
Lower number of pieces. Will the what blows a Kickstarter out of the water expectation change? Sci-fi with piece count feels like it did amazing for what, 38 pieces?
Yeah.
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 It's that's the thing. We had somebody at a convention last year, I think, come up to us and say like, "Oh, your campaigns aren't doing as well anymore," because he was talking about like Dungeons Reforged compared to like Lowtown. We're like, no, like the Dungeons Reforged did great. He's like, but it's a smaller number. It's like, but the overhead is so much lower. Yeah. Like with Lowtown, like how much did we spend on new molds compared to
$1 million
the molds
or
and
something? It was
it was
like
so it's a like 100%. Like we adjust our expectations based on the overhead, how much dev time it actually takes, the volume of product we have to produce, all that stuff. Like it's definitely because also, I mean, if we make $4 million off of pieces that like are $5 each on average compared to making $4 million of pieces that are like $15 each on average,
it's a big difference.
That's also very different. So it's
yeah,
it depends on the project.
All those molds already exist, and talking smack at the booth.
I find the slow blow on all campaigns to be an endearing part of Dwarven Forge. It makes the excitement for the campaign really show through, which is you guys really. Here's the thing, and by starting smaller, it makes us not get as absolutely wrecked when we do expand.
Yes.
Now did we add too much Sinister for our own good during Dungeons Reforged? Probably. Should we have tripled the size of the dirt roads in City Reforged? Yes, but it made it harder. You know.
Yeah, so, but it's worth it because then now it exists and it's out there and it's exciting and yeah. So yes, Sandstone Dungeons would make sense. Yes, but not right now. But yes, exactly.
Sinister Lowtown sounds like low overhead. Oh God. I mean, figuring out how to do Lowtown in Sinister would probably take a lot of time.
Sinister Town. No such thing as too much Sinister.
Yeah.
So did we mention that I think lightly in passing, Dungeons Reforged is coming to the store in 2026, which is exciting.
Yes.
Right?
We mentioned it before we got to the future stuff.
But yeah, probably
most likely in March. Probably.
Or April, depending on like if the shipping ends up
I'd
dragging.
be astounded if it got delayed till April. Yeah. It feels like shipping's going faster than we expected.
So far,
but it's still like we're definitely gonna be done shipping in February.
Yeah. So then
I'd be
which case
astounded.
March should be clear for Dungeons Reforged in the web store, which will be exciting.
Yeah. And then we'll see when the restock stuff's supposed to land, and maybe we'll do them at the same time. Maybe we won't. We got to figure that out still. As far as Dungeons Reforged stuff goes, actually, there's some stuff to talk about with the store launch. So we're gonna if you're wondering like what stuff is going to be in the store like bundle wise and everything.
What stuff's gonna be in the store, Chris?
The main thing is we don't know yet. Jay is going to he says that basically next week he should be done submitting all the paperwork for all the orders and like everything that we need to do on our end for
Yeah.
stuff to go out. And so then he should be able to get a final tally of how much we have of every set to like go into the store. So from there, we'll figure out like, does it make sense to have all the bundles from the campaign? Should we make some new bundles?
Which
that
bundles
kind of
can we
thing.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that next week once he's done with that stuff.
It's exciting.
One thing though that we should get ahead of, we actually aren't gonna have any individual piece store stuff for Dungeons Reforged.
No.
I know with Starforged we did every piece.
It was
With this, because of the tariff situation, he didn't want to add on to the tariff we were gonna get hit with by making
All
a
these
bunch of
individual
SKUs
pieces.
of a thing that like a bunch of individual pieces that technically weren't ordered. So we were trying to like minimize how heavily we were going to get hit by tariffs. So I think that means, and I'll need to confirm with him, I think that means that we probably have lower store stock than we would like. But it definitely
Yeah.
means that we don't have individual store pieces.
I'll be honest, the tariffs have yanked the rug out from under us more than I think anything in DF history.
Yeah.
Like this was a tough year, and it might not be all visible out there, but like not doing a restock and not ordering a restock for an entire year is a big deal. Like I know people complain we don't have stuff stock. This is like way longer than we've ever waited,
Yeah.
ever. Right, being more cautious on Cities Reforged. Right, we pulled a whole bunch of stuff out of there. Being more cautious in the Dungeons Reforged order. Like it's really been, and then just paying through the nose on that Starforged stuff that we didn't get through before tariffs landed, and Dungeons Reforged tariffs. Like it's just, it's been it's really kneecapped us for this last year.
It's mostly, it really hits you hard if you've got smaller margins, because you're paying the tariff based on the cost of production, and we have a pretty high cost of production compared to most other terrain, just because of the way we do it, the material we make it with. And
we sold it all a year before the damn tariffs. Like we couldn't even bake that stuff in. It was like,
So it's not great.
No, it's really, it's been a tough run. So a lot of 2026 will kind of depend on, if there's stability in the tariffs department that will help us have a better year and be more consistent with things like restocks and order individual piece store and just all this stuff, like getting stuff into the store so you can buy it, is a lot of that is contingent on tariffs being stabilized, right? We can deal with whatever the numbers are as long as it's just there and doesn't change, so we can actually make a plan.
Part of the reason we put this restock through, part of it is that we got the money in from Cities Reforged, and so that gave us like a buffer. But it was also like, it seemed like I'm not telling people for a reason yet. Wait, did we disconnect? What's going on?
Did we?
I said we were unstable for a bit. Can you guys still hear us? It's saying dipped.
No.
It dipped for a couple seconds, and now it's.
Are we flatlined?
No, it says it's all green
nobody's
currently,
posting
but I'm not
anything in
seeing
chat.
anything from people. It says we've got a good bit rate there. It crashed, but it's back.
There you go.
What even? Out for about a minute?
Huh. Are we back on?
That's
Somebody post
frustrating. I wonder what
something in
happened.
chat?
It says we got a good bit rate now. Okay, well I'll have to stitch that together in the.
Is chat back up?
Yeah, chat's back. Oh, it's not showing up on OBS.
Weird.
Why is it not showing on OBS? Do I have to refresh it up here? I can see the chat. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pop the chat out and put it over where the OBS chat is, so you can see it. And then I don't understand
back.
why that's
Welcome
happening.
to the chat room.
Okay, we'll do that. Stream's still down here. Try refreshing. You can't hear me. Well, that's
Can anybody hear?
frustrating. A lot of people can. Yeah, if you can't, I can't communicate to them. Guys, if you're in chat and somebody's saying they still can't see the chat or still can't see the stream, tell them to
All right.
refresh.
Wild.
I guess our internet just crapped out for a
All
second.
right. It turns out the internet also emotionally unstable today. It's been a hard, yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Well, anyway, we're hoping that things will stabilize tariff-wise so we can proceed onward. Is there anything else in 2026 that we know is coming besides Paris, which is big?
Right, that's the stuff that that's the stuff that I mean, I think anything more happening is they don't know about it yet because we need to keep the secret a little bit longer.
Fourth refresh is the charm.
Yeah.
All right, well let's
Yeah.
you know what we should do?
What's up?
Let's do a
Giveaway?
giveaway. A giveaway.
A giveless? Giveless
Uh,
frontiers.
A giveaway, whatever. We give away word, a thing. Give
A
the
giveaway just
people
for
a
the people
thing.
who can see the stream.
Yeah, right now. Do it now. Half the people aren't here. Floppy
I do wonder.
daggers.
Our view count is much lower now, so I wonder how many people just have lost
Oh.
it and haven't realized they can come back yet.
Floppy daggers.
Yeah.
Floppy
Oh, well.
daggers. This is awful.
Guys, so funny you say that, Racket Manon, because if anybody wants to win a Dwarven Forge gift card, go ahead and type technical difficulties, all one word, into the chat. This will be for a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. It is digital, so anybody, no matter where they live, can win this.
I mean,
As long as you do not work for Merc. Yeah, I don't know.
there it is.
Merc, I'm wondering if it's the same thing that is happening in my streams at home too. I wonder if this is like an OBS update that's
Following.
making things weird. Because weirdly, my stream started doing the same thing where they would go out for like a couple seconds and then come back, and my internet is
Weird.
perfectly fine outside of that.
It's you.
Yeah,
You're the problem.
maybe. Taylor
Uh,
Swift in it.
I mean, this is my backup dagger because I left the dagger at home. I painted it and I forgot to bring it in.
Is Perilous like June?
Well, on paper.
Probably not.
In
Probably-
reality, I don't know. We're sorting it out.
We
We've
will.
had a few speed bumps along the way.
Yeah, I think we
go
will.
figure. I wouldn't bet a lot of money on June. Anybody want to? Yeah,
I think-
soon. It's
yeah.
soonish. It's
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we will. Okay, well, 60 people have entered, even though it says 25 people are watching. So I think
so that 25 isn't.
I
probably
think
correct.
I think Twitch is just not doing great currently. Maybe it's a Twitch problem and not us. All-time excellent Paul Gilbert song, technical difficulties. I don't know it.
No.
That'd be interesting. Gen Con launch for the 30th. That'd be wild. 85 viewers currently. You see 85? All right. You guys are getting more information from Twitch about our stream than I am. It's exciting.
GameFound. Does GameFound has its own streaming?
I think they made it. Well, so they used to have it where you could embed your stream and stream directly to the
Onto the page.
platform, but I think they were still just hosting your Twitch. I don't know. Maybe they added that, and I just don't know.
Kickstarter had a live stream feature for a
Oh,
while.
it's not a thing.
And
Okay.
it was cool. And then they removed it.
Zoop says, "Sorry, I'm watching 60 times." Incredible.
I love it.
Yeah. Sir, what are you thinking now? Oh, I see. I see what you're thinking.
I think we should show some. We should show some stuff.
Show some beans.
Show some bits. Because people
People have been
waded
asking for it.
through.
People have been begging for it.
Waded through a tough episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're emotionally exhausted, this is for you.
I am. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Same.
What do we got there? All right.
Beans on toast.
This
Toast is terrain trays.
Where the heck is the other? All right. Yeah, it's tough when life comes at you. It can definitely take a toll. I'll tell you what, though, it is sure nice to have a bunch of familiar folks out there.
Have we shown sand? We've shown sand.
I think so. I hope so. I don't know. Have we shown any?
I thought we've shown sand.
Yeah. I think we did. Hopefully we did. Well, this is some sand.
This is really unceremonious if this is the first time
Yeah.
we've shown it.
No, we
He's
must.
kind of slapping it down.
Did we show this paint scheme before? We must have. Somebody tell us. Keep us honest.
I think, well, the last On the Anvil episode was
Tell me
called
if you
Just Deserts, so I'm assuming
not painted. Yeah, I like what you did there.
Haven't seen a few of these. Oh yeah, some of the sculpts might be new.
I think we've seen the floors, we've seen the banks. All right, so first of all, these are prototypes made by the great prototyping machine. So anything could change between now and delivery.
The great prototyping machine does not represent Dwarven Forge.
No, it sometimes works to our whims and sometimes subverts them. So this are, even though sometimes things aren't square, or sometimes the paint changes, and sometimes some of these we have some crummy prints like this in there that you can see a whole bunch of striations. I don't know if you can see it from there, but like so it's all over the place. But it's these are sketches to show you where we're headed. So I wanted to look at some rocks, because we have some very exciting rocks. We do, they rock. Chris was like, we got to show something, and I was like, well, I don't have anything prepped, but I think I can.
The rocks are really cool.
Yeah,
I love the rocks.
We'll do a better presentation next week. Putting a lot of weight on next week. I don't have any more.
If we got any wargamers in chat, I think these rocks are going to be just phenomenal.
Yeah. So, yes, it is an instant beach. We have
just add water.
Yeah. Just modular water. So we've got our banks, we've got our floors. Let's look at some ways to go up, right? Because let me see. Let's search through. So one of the design philosophies behind Perilous was we wanted to, or let's say, so when we're designing sets, when we're designing pieces, whatever, we always go back to, well, what are people going to put on their table, right? What are people using? What are you actually using when you're running adventures? When you're doing your home game, when you're running a printed module, where are the places that? What are the things that you're actually building? Where is the interesting combat, or where are the destinations? Where are the whatever? And so the reason it's Perilous Frontiers versus like beaches and Arctic spas or something. I don't know what the
Arctic spa is wild.
What's the snow version of a beach? Like a calm, like what's a tranquil?
A hot spring. I'd say a hot spring.
Hot spring, yeah, or like beaches and snowmen or something, right? Like we're
ski lodge, Christmas tree farm,
Christmas village, right? Instead of beaches and Christmas village, this is Perilous Frontiers, right? We wanted to build the dangerous places where adventure happens, right? The places, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to go for a stroll on a pleasant beach. It is, oh, I'm going into a desolate wasteland where no person in their sane mind will go, because we are adventurers and this is what we must do, and we seek adventure. Or we've got to go find the lost ruins, or the cave of certain death, or hunt down the wounded dragon, or the lost artifact, or whatever. You're going out into, or the mysterious traveling city of wherever, the dark bazaar that's on the deepest desert, or whatever. There's some place that is hard to get to, that is extreme, that is in a environment that is conducive for drama, for strife, for danger, and cool, memorable adventures. So to that end, we wanted to be able to make very sort of harsh, desolate wastelands. So one of the reasons, like the sand is just sand and the snow is just snow, rather than peppered through with grasses or rocks or bones or whatever, is that we wanted to be able to present that just desolate, like if you use it raw with nothing else, you can make just desolate wastelands, right? That alien planet that you crash landed on, or that the endless sands of the desert, or that the windswept tundra where no one has gone far to the north, or whatever it is, that very, very dangerous, empty place where there is no shelter, there is no civilization, there is no hope. But of course, that can get boring, right? You don't just want to put a flat thing of sand on the table. So we have a lot of scatter-based pieces so that you can add as much interest to your desolate wasteland as you want. So that's just a long-winded way of saying why the sand is plain is because we wanted it to be sort of as desolate and barren as possible, so that you could, because you can't subtract. If you got stuff in there, you can't subtract it, right? If there's rocks in the sand, you can't make that go away, but you can always add rocks. So anything it's all additive, but we want to start the baseline of just be very, very barren, very harsh, very desolate, very hopeless. Feels like it goes on forever. All of those adjectives or stuff we're working with. So, what are we gonna put on that? We got some rocks, a variety of rocks. So I think I've shown a few of these. We're gonna show a couple of new ones. Because to work with what we got here. So, I don't know if we've shown this guy yet or not. And also, sort of everything that you see here. Once again, everything could change because these are prototypes. But currently, everything that you're going to see is going to be available both in Arctic or in desert. So we'll have a sand version and a snow version of all these sculpts will appear in 2 colors. So you can, if you just want to go sand, you can just go sand. If you just want to go snow, you can go just snow. And of course, you can get both if you want to wherever you want. And there will be some specific snow only or sand only pieces, but we're not looking at any of those right now currently. All right, so our first friend here is what is this guy? The small stepped rock, I think. I can't remember what the title is, but it is
unassuming name.
A small stepped rock. So it's got a couple of good flat areas to get you up in elevation. It's 38 millimeters high, which is one of our magic numbers because 38 millimeters is 2 inches minus a floor. So if you build this up against, say, an escarpment that is on table level, it'll be at the same height. If you use a 38 millimeter still, it's the same height. Elevation blocks are 38 millimeters. Like, it's sort of our magic. One of our magic numbers is 38 millimeters. One of those weird things we were talking about before, like we measure horizontal distance in inches and vertical distance in millimeters.
Yeah.
Just, because that's how we do it. And what's fun about this rock is it will have a biscuit slot in this slot. So Eli sculpted a crack in the rock to help disguise the biscuit slots, right? Because we're trying to hide unsightly holes in the pieces to make it look somewhat natural. So there will be a biscuit slot in that slot hidden in there. So this will let you transatlantic measurements. Yeah. So this will let you. It's a millimeter. See, 38. So this will let you then attach your scaffolding piece or your bridge piece or whatever you've got that has either paired pegs or biscuit slots, or you can put biscuit fillers in, you can put a little gargoyle or whatever you want there. So you'll have some fun attachment options as well as good height compatibility. And then like a pair of these guys, they can kind of nestle together to make a little bridge, or you break them apart and then you've got to jump. They can snuggle up. They're going to play really nicely with each other. As well as with a bunch of sort of like the existing Barenthor rocks and whatever. They nestle up against escarpments nicely too, if you want to kind of transition up, especially at 38 millimeters. Like a lot of fun ways this kind of spoon up against other bits. We're always looking for, like, how do you nest? Like how can these things snuggle up against other stuff? Is an important design guide. Right, of like make sure it can build up against other things in pleasing ways, because people are going to want to cluster stuff and build up from there. All right, so this guy, I don't know if have we shown this guy before or not.
I can't remember if we've shown that one. I know we've shown some of the rocks. I don't think.
Did we show? You can't have too many rocks is part of the problem, because rocks are everywhere, right? Your rocks are in caverns. You can have rocks in your
Yeah.
dungeons, rocks on the cliff, rocks in the mountain, rocks at the beach, rocks in a field, rocks in the forest,
Some
rocks
people
on another planet,
keep rocks in their house.
rocks in your head.
Yeah.
You just rocks everywhere. Pet rocks, yeah, and they just pop up everywhere. So we end up using a bunch. We have this little. Did we ever show this little guy? Has some Tefoni on it, which is the rock lace, which we showed the hero piece, whatever. And yes, Starforge is going to go with this really, really, really well.
Both sand and snow
Yeah.
are just like very extreme, like planetary biomes that'll be great for dropping stuff in.
Well, there's only like 4 biomes in Star Wars, right? And that's 2 of them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Snow,
Or maybe
sand,
5.
jungle, and lava. I guess.
Lava. Yeah. And I guess you have like meteorite or moon, like right, featureless, like
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of desert. I don't know.
Or a city, which
It's
is
white
its own
desert.
biome. Yeah, white
Yeah.
desert. Totally. So we got this little guy, which is going to have a pole accessory hole baked in there, done in there, and forms a nice little jumpy stone, nice little spot to hop on stuff. Got a lot of character. Love this little guy, and it's 1 floor high, too. So then you could use it if you're. We'll show one another piece. Like you can use it if you wanted to bridge, like have a thing going from A to B. I guess you could kind of do it with this guy. It's a little too big, but right, you could do that sort of a thing if you wanted. All right. Oh, God. All right. So then we've seen. I think we saw. Oh, I don't know what the new.
Does that fit in a teardrop? I don't think it does.
No.
No.
Oh. I don't know what the new paint scheme on this Tefoni rock is. This was one. I don't know where we're at on. I don't know which. If I grab the new or the old. When is the new? When is the old? So this is an example of the rock lace, the Tefoni texture. That's going to be prevalent in a bunch of these things. I guess in real life it occurs in areas where you have a lot of sand blown against rock or particles blown against rock, and over centuries the way I guess the wind works, it carves this cool rock lace in there. And it does, funny you mentioned underwater, is it ends up being it does feel kind of like coral also, right? So you can do some fun, like I'm sure I could see Amy painting this to be a coral thing that you use underwater. So this is a fun piece. Also, right, good playable space on there. There's a lot of spots. One of the little tricks that we often will do, like I think it's on this side, is bake some overhangs in that are miniature base thickness height, so you can slot a miniature in there. If they're like climbing up part way, you can slot the miniature base under there and it'll hold. Like a bunch of the steps have that feature, like the stairs from Lowtown or Starforged, or a bunch of the original rocks from. I don't know if you knew, like a bunch of the original rocks from the Aranthor Mountains have these little overhangs, little notches where you can slide miniature bases under there. Although those were maybe not as sized as perfectly back in the old days. Yeah. So Aaron is doing the paint scheme in desert. Hamster is doing the paint scheme in the snow. And I can't remember. She's still been playing around with some stuff. We're still kind of noodle until the curtain lifts. We're going to be, iterating and noodling, trying to find the right. Just keep searching for what's going to be the best possible iteration. It is an endless quest because you can never reach perfection, right? You're just trying to find what's going to be the coolest across the board. Not on camera. Get a little wide. Right, so you can nest these guys in fun little ways. All right, so you've got 3 rocks so far. Do you guys want to do big, tall, or long next? What's the with the fastest typer? Yes, fastest typer gets the choice.
Wow,
Tall.
everybody says tall. Like
All right.
unanimously tall or yes. Wow. And then one
All right.
big after 4 talls.
I don't know if we looked at this guy yet or not. This is.
I don't think we have.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is the high quality print or not. This looks at some striations, but okay. So this is the what do we call this? This is the Wyverstone special. It's like there was like the purpose of this piece is to show off Wyverstone in a neat way. Versus this was like a Tafoni special. This was to try to show up the Tafoni. So the idea on this guy is it's got fun playable space and lots of neat Wyverstone. And it's got a little biscuit slot will be baked in. Once again, Eli did the neat little kind of have a nice crack in the rock. And that'll hide the biscuit slot in there. You got a mini?
Let's grab some minis just
Nice.
in wanted to show general sizing.
Typical minis people are using on the on the table.
All your
All your
Halo, all your knockoff
Starfinder.
Halo minis.
Yeah. Let's go.
Starfinder. Oh, we never got
I
that.
didn't turn that off.
Hang on. We want to do that real quick.
Cool. So yeah, these are nice and nice and tall and big compared to your existing minis. This is where Aaron landed on the Desert Wyverstone, which is pretty exciting. It looks wonderfully different. So we've got a biscuit slot there, and there will be. Eli's got to sculpt it in, figure out. There's going to be a vertical rod hole here. So we're hiding some vertical rod holes in some pieces to allow for them to be bases for driftstone pieces. And I don't think it has any other holes. This guy. Oh, but it has like this has a nice example of the little notch on that little step there. You can see like there's right on the side that overhang has a notch, so you can slide the mini base there. Like, so Eli's very cognizant of like how do you get this thing on the table and actually play with it. And just a fun looking sculpt. And this is at 2 inches this height, so you can see there often things. So you can if you're trying to do steps using the 38, it steps up nicely. Or B, if you're trying to line up with anything that's at 2 inches height, right, 50 millimeters, it's going to line up real nice. Like, I'd already seen an adventure here. Very excited for this guy. Should we show any more? Anybody want to see? Ooh.
Let's see.
Wyverstone in Hellscape would be awesome.
Yeah. We're not gonna have the original. I don't know if you answered this while I was getting minis. We're not gonna have the original Wyverstone color available in the campaign, but you'd be very easy to just use if you wanted to paint it yourself.
Yes.
You can just use the instructions we had in Wildlands.
This has that'd be amazing, Amy. I'd love to see what you did. This has some interference paint on there. It's green interference to create cool contrast against the rest of the warm tones on there. It's very striking in person. It gives it just like this little kind of zhuzh when the light hits it the right way. It's pretty cool. It's a neat Erin exploration. She's such a good eye.
2 inches. What happened to metric? Look.
We don't live by anybody's rules, not even our own. Yeah. Whoever said that you can only do vertical in millimeters is a fool. They will be sacked immediately.
We're gonna start measuring castles and hands.
Yeah. That tower is 4 hands high.
Yeah.
The necromancer's.
That'd be a really tall tower.
Yeah. Necro Keep has got to be.
It's tall.
At least 4 hands high, right?
I don't know how much a hand is really.
Is it vertical or is it horizontal? Right? Is a hand? Finley probably knows, right? Like
it is supposed to be roughly the size of a hand, right?
4 inches. That is neither the side of a hand nor the top.
So castle walls are 3/4 of a hand, aren't they? Or are they 3 inches?
Castle walls are a hand. No, they're 4
They're a full
inches.
hand.
Yeah. And then with the crenellations, they're a hand and a half.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna. So we should
They're
actually.
bastard swords.
We should actually start. We should change all of our
To
messaging
hands.
on the site and just say that like all the castle walls are a hand high, a hand tall.
Like, eggs and donuts are measured in increments of 12. It's it's the best. Hand width, side to side.
Would you offer the current mountain paint scheme at store release? I don't think we're planning on having
We will
alt paint schemes.
we will
at the
see how it all evolves.
Yeah. We don't want to promise that. right
Yeah.
now. It would greatly increase.
I'm sure people would
Sculpt kind of bit.
be into it though.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our tall boy. We have a long boy and a big boy. If we're gonna do any more,
Are we doing
tonight?
are we doing both of them, or you wanted to keep them
I don't
a
know.
secret?
Like, we haven't streamed in like in
That's a
half
lot
year.
of big. Nobody wants
Big,
long.
big. All right, we're gonna
Here's Mr. Big.
set them down. This is a low quality print, so you buckle up
It's
for
gonna
that.
look awful.
Yeah. All right, we got a big old rock. So this is Big Rock. This guy is 50 millimeters high. I think it's 25 at this stage.
Very Titans toothy.
Is what?
Very Titans toothy.
It is. Well, go figure. Eli sculpted both.
Yeah.
So it's got 3 biscuit slots. They're not in this current. Well, I believe. Let's see. Hang on. All right. So we've got one biscuit slot that'll be in there. You see, Eli already preemptively kind of gave us a crack in the rock, which is
It's giving
awesome.
Flintstone's house. Oh no. No, they're totally right.
Yeah, you could totally live in there, right? If you're like a little gnome. We've got one biscuit slot in there at floor height, and then one. Where's the last biscuit slot? Biscuit me this. Oh, the other one is right here, in that slot here. So what's fun about and it's gonna have vertical rod hole in this crack. It'll be hidden in this crack. Oh, Chris is pulling.
It
up
actually, I have it up for him. It actually does look remarkably similar to the shape of the Flintstones house.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's mirrored, right? We
Yeah.
need to. The garage is here in the thing.
Oh no.
And it will have. I don't think it has any pole accessory holes. And then, what's fun about biscuit slots do take the pegs. So what's fun is the biscuit slots they're like hot dog shaped. Like if you look at they have the little things on the sides. So those were to accommodate the paired pegs. So biscuit slots can take the paired pegs and anything biscuited, which was part of the fun reverse compatibility design we did with them. So this you can attach your suspension bridge? What do we call that thing? The wooden whatever that bridge was.
Yeah.
You can do
suspension bridge was cavern steep.
Yeah. So
Suspension
suspension bridge or the natural bridge or any of your paired peg stuff will attach here as well as all of your biscuit stuff. And
But wait, there's more.
yeah. It's 360. So we can go this is not the flat version yet. Eli has flattened that side a little bit. But so it's 360. So you can, if you want to have a crazy cantilevered thing out or whatnot. So that's why part of the reason the slots are up here. So this then becomes a really neat base. You could have one thing running in there and then another thing popping out there. And now the upper biscuit slot is now a floor height down below. Oh, what? So
Oh no, an earthquake. Somebody check on the Flintstones.
a maze. Their whole house flipped over.
They flipped their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As one does. They made a killing. It was great.
Yeah.
So this is a fun 360 rock that gives you a lot of flat playable space, and then of course it's really friendly toward putting like anybody. Oh boy, we get too big, right? So it has a lot of flat space there, so you can then build the rest of your bits on it and whatnot and go from there, right? So you're gonna be able to make some really cool. Hey, it's not a plastic rock.
Yeah.
Come on, it's the
filament?
resin
What do we
rock.
guess?
Yeah.
It's resin. There we go. So yeah, so if you have a couple features like this sticking up out of the desert, it's like that suddenly that is
whole nother-
an interesting landscape, right?
Yeah. Or you put them at the edge of your beach, or you put them in
Yeah.
your around your oasis or whatever. It gives you a way to. Oh, or you put them against your Starforge stuff. Right now, you got a base on the desert planet. Yeah. So I'm excited. This rock is very satisfying in hand. It is a big boy. Fun to it's gonna be fun to build with, and with the biscuit slots. There's going to be all sorts of fun nonsense with scaffolding and bridges and whatnot. And to that end, we have to give you at least one option in here that's natural. Here's the long boy. We got little natural arch. So it's a 6-inch long natural arch, and it's got it will have a biscuit slot on this side, a biscuit slot on this side, and just to get crazy, it's going to have that perpendicular biscuit slot. It's going to have a biscuit slot over here, so you can then use it to go off perpendicular, so you can do some crazy like elevation builds. It's going to be fun.
Is it going to be 360?
Yes. Well, it's sculpted 360. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could theoretically use it upside down. Right? Didn't paint the bottom, but it is. Eli sculpted all sides of it, so you could do like a weird dip. But with the biscuit, then you could use it as a way to then go up either side. It's hard to balance minis on this underside, but these sides are very flat. And what it's going to let you do, we don't have this pass doesn't have the slots in yet, wherever, but you will be able to biscuit it like to the ends of these guys, like something like that. So you can do like these crazy long runs. You can then, of course, put it on top because it's got flat on the side. You can just build it on top of these bits. So if you did something like boom, da boom, right? You can do these sorts of right. A lot of easy ways. You can just sort of pop it anywhere or biscuit it in, and so then you can do fun. And once again, we'll get functional ones with the biscuit slots in there. But you could put like, you could biscuit it on here, and then biscuit it on over here, and have this really nice span across whatever the heck you want.
How quickly those interesting shapes come together is just really nice.
By design.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a Roadrunner mini. Well, and then of course you've got a biscuit slot going. What's on this side, right? You've got a biscuit slot going this way, so then you can use it to go up for another thing or connect to a who knows what, or it's going to be there's going to be a lot of fun elevated builds in your future, and honestly, connecting scaffolding to these things looks really cool, and the rope bridge from Lowtown just looks so good off of all these. So like you could be able to string bridges between them. It's gonna be really it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to show. We don't have the ones with the biscuits engineered in them just yet, but we will be able to demonstrate all that for you. Like it's gonna. I think it's sort of the perfect mix of they work great just scattered around, but then you can also use them to go up and whatnot. I'm glad you're starting to come around to the biscuit system. It does open up a lot of really fun building possibilities, especially stuff like this, suspending stuff off and connecting it out. Yeah, so we'll have a couple of fun things that you want to shove into those biscuit slots and for great success. How's that sitting with folks? Are you hole in the middle of the bridge feels to be a possibility?
I like biscuits. What about paired peg holes?
Mark, I'm
So,
diathetic. Wait,
fun
we got a new
fact. Yeah.
Which means to be gentle. I like biscuits, but what about paired peg holes? The biscuit slots accommodate paired pegs.
Yes. Fun fact. The edges of the biscuit holes are the right dimensions and spaced out correctly so that the pegs for paired pegs fit into the slots at the end.
Yep.
So actually anything that is paired peg compatible will connect into a biscuit slot as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a really good throwback, right? We showed there were early, right? You saw an early like clay lump where Eli was doing like just geometry mocks in clay of this thing, right? So that was geez, that was like 100 years ago, right? But that was where a bunch of these came from. Those lumps of clay became I mean, not that actual clay, but those were the the genesis of like, oh, we need a thing that's about this big that's going to do this, that. Those were the sort of sketch out in 3 dimensions of what they were going to feel like and sort of how big they were going to be. And here we are. And a good question about the paired pegs in the biscuits.
The question a lot of people have
Could be
had when
more
we
in mind.
moved into biscuits, and so we just got to
Yes.
keep saying it, making sure people understand that we have not left paired pegs behind. We've
No.
taken them with us into the future.
Yes, but we're probably not going to make any more paired peg pieces because biscuits are so much easier to work with. Like it's just easier to pop them in, pop them out, and they kind of work all over the place.
Yeah.
So we probably won't make anything else that has paired pegs. Who knows? I mean, there may be some weird outlier piece that has them, but generally biscuits are doing it better. But we left the slots wide to accommodate them, so you can still use them. That backwards compatibility is important. We have, I think we showed the dragon cactus, didn't we?
We showed some of we showed
Yeah.
some plant stuff. I think we showed more than just the cactus. I can't remember though.
I don't remember, but yeah, we have
Just some plant life.
we have some plants. You will see lots and lots. I wanted to focus on rocks tonight, but we will be showing off all of the full biome, right? We want to build a scene as we will get there.
Atomic Twills saying, love having the biscuit slots worked into the sculpt so they don't look like a biscuit slot.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, what's interesting is even though they are larger than the paired peg holes, I think it is easier to hide the, like, horizontal flat biscuit hole as, like, a natural striation in the rock.
Yes.
As opposed to suddenly having, like, round holes. You know? So it's been really easy to kind of hide them.
Eli is pretty obsessed with trying to hide all the engineered slots and holes and whatever. Like it drives him crazy to spend a week sculpting a thing and have like a big ugly hole in it, right? He really wants, like, we're striving for beauty. So Toby's done some really neat ways to hide some. When we get to the drift stones, you'll see, like, kind of trying to hide these holes the best we can, so the pieces work with and without. And of course, we'll have a couple of things you can pop into those that can then further sort of disguise them or change the look or yada yada. Hagen showing swivel on one side and swinging from. Oh, that's an interesting. Put it so it's a, what is it? Millizit? How do you say it? Putting a
Millaz-
suggested putting a swivel, like,
Milaz Team Fortress 2. Is that Team Fortress 2? Is the end of
TF2?
the... Yeah.
yeah.
Team Fortress 2.
So we did a pivot piece in Caverns Deep that was kind of neat. The downside with adding a pivot is the stability becomes a little trickier when you're trying to do long spans. So I don't think we want to break this one up because it wants to be super solid because we want it to be able to span stuff and just slam minis on there. But a pivot piece that can help break the angle is really interesting. I like that idea. I don't think this is the right candidate for it, but it's a cool idea. What color Picorni paints will I need for these big boys? Recipe, we'll have recipes and paint guides for you when campaign goes live, because everything could adjust and shift. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Things are still being fine-tuned.
And yes, desert plants must be deadly. 100%. 100% agree. Like, we want this to be perilous frontiers, not what did I say? Not
Pleasant
beaches and
frontiers. Oh.
Christmas villages.
It would be really nice if we did do, like, the Tudor village of sand and snow. We could call it Pleasant Frontiers.
Pleasant is amazing. I love to hear that Michelle is making all the perfect inappropriate comments on all the mentions of slots and holes as intended.
I can't imagine doing something like that.
It's so out of character. I'm shocked. What else did I have to show on this? Any other questions on this stuff? Shambling cacti, spikes and spines.
So
Mini
far,
gallery
it's
website.
been- Show on the rock. Is this the entire rock collection, or are there additional rocks to surprise them with
There's some
later?
other. Oh, Sarlacc pit. Neat. We're not gonna have a pyramid, Paul, unfortunately, but I bet you could cobble something together. Oh, obligatory beach episode.
Oh God, yeah.
Other fires. I love having the built-in gaps in the sculpts that mini bases can fit into. Awesome. Use minis on terrain without having to worry about them just falling off. 100%. Like playability is very important, right? It's not just pretty. We want to make sure it's playable. We haven't shown the thing for playability on dunes yet, have we?
No.
Okay. We have a thing. We have a thing there. Yeah. Sandstone dungeons might have to keep waiting.
There will be other scatter besides rock and plants as well.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff we haven't shown yet.
Yes, we will get there.
Yeah.
You could make a pyramid out of dungeon daises, or a ziggurat.
Also, there's
The
still
clock tower pyramid.
they're still discovering things too. as
Oh
well,
yeah, we're
so,
still cooking. A yurt.
Any LED pieces on the horizon?
Modular ship ruins. Broken pieces of ships to sink into the sand. Love that. What was the question?
Any LED pieces on the horizon? I'd be astounded if we didn't have a single LED in the project.
Yes, we'll have at
Yeah.
least one LED. A burrow hole for the sand. We will have a way to transition, right? We're gonna have a couple of ways to transition to some different environments. At least one horizontal and at least one vertical. And we'll see. We have to wait to see where we go. But currently, nothing that's specifically for the burrows, as it were. Michelle's temple wall was intended for step pyramids. Totally. The from the Forsaken Temple, that amazing little Michelle piece that has a little angle to the front. It's a good one. Fogger use, yes, we have something cooking. Magnetic pieces, well, I mean the cheeky answer is it cheeky? Is just about everything here is going to have an anchor magnet. Does that count?
You know what they mean.
No.
You know what they
Yeah.
mean.
We don't have anything. I don't think we have any magnetic accessories currently slated right now. But we will see. Quicksand, we got unfortunately quicksand's still not a thing, but we have
It's not real. We don't want to make anything that's not real.
It's all grounded in like good hard cold science.
Yeah.
Hard science, cold hard science. It's for you, Michelle. Good. Yeah. Rock hard science. What am I missing? They're coming too fast. We have a quicksand terrain tray and we have banks, so you can definitely do some quicksand there. What did I miss? There were more questions coming in fast.
Geyser pieces. I mean, a lot of specific stuff where it's like, if we're doing it, we don't want to tell you yet.
Yeah.
Like
Water tiles. Aladdin's Cave of Wonders. What makes the Cave of Wonders? It had a big boulder, right?
It's a big
It was
tiger.
The open sesame.
it's a big tiger head.
Yeah, I said we're not gonna have a giant tiger head, unfortunately.
We need a giant, a big throat.
Wasn't it like in the original Aladdin story? Wasn't that the open sesame giant boulder that moves when you say open sesame? Wasn't that the magic word?
I think that's Jesus's resurrection.
It was open sesame.
Yeah, when the boulder
Yeah.
moves. Yeah, I don't think it's Aladdin.
So Jesus said open sesame, and then the boulder moves.
Yes.
And then he stole the lamp.
Yes.
That makes sense. He
Yeah.
left with the lamp, and then
Yeah.
or he got imprisoned in the lamp because he's rubbed it, and something like that. We'll get that.
Did Disney change it from a boulder to a
Tiger
tiger
face?
head?
Giant rock skull for pirate island. Don't forget the handful of sand. The sand for glitter. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna have real sand lightly glued to every piece. That'd be amazing. Make some waves. Hot glue waves are weak.
Not seeing anything. about
Tiger
this.
version of the thing was the Demon's Maw. Yeah, we'll use the Demon's Maw. Titan's Tooth, Sand and Snow edition. Len cartoon.
We're not leaning into pirates this time
No.
yet, but doing beach and pirate stuff would be a fairly easy expansion to do later, probably.
Yes. So we're focused on more wasteland sand than fun obligatory anime beach scene sand.
The main thing we
but
want to do is we want to be able to do the beach scenes in every
It's-
anime.
easy enough
Yeah.
to add the Mad Max vibes for sure.
Yeah.
And the volleyball net, right? We will add I don't know. We can a beach expansion seems like an easy thing to do down the road for sand should it be popular. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we have some really very specific beachy banks that are thing, and yeah, there's definitely stuff we could do there. Massive UV reactive scorpions. Does NPC Charles have a camera in here? How does he know? Not at all specific, amazing thing. I love it. Just imagining a large mimic that pretends to be a large set of ribs and then eats people that get in the middle of it. Oh man, like kind of like the bone bloom, right? Where it just like it just clumps you,
You need a bone bloom for every biome.
right?
Okay.
Should be popular. Should be. That is the hope. Mimic beach towel, rib bridge, rib. Oh man, we talked about a rib bridge at one point in one of these. Yeah. May my economy support your production, please. Rib bridge and bones.
My
My
in
name
high
is
school
with
was
Bone
Bone
Bloom. A Tarrasque skull. To scale, how big would a Tarrasque skull be?
Pretty big.
Be like as big as this?
Oh man, was
Bigger?
it Fool's Gold did that to scale Tarrasque, and it was just
Yeah.
just a
I mean,
massive.
It's
yeah.
yeah. The downside with it is it doesn't have any texture. Like
the
it's
Tarrasque.
yeah,
It probably would have been prohibitively expensive to.
yeah. It's like it needs some fine texture on it. Should we give them one more? There's one more rock.
If you would like to.
Oh yeah, we'll do grass. We'll do a beach build at some point. That's a great ask. With citrus. One more rock.
All right.
Right. All right. People are standing up. Wait, one more rock. One more. It's a big one. I don't know if
One
you're seeing it,
more
Amy.
rock. One more rock, and then we're out of here.
Yeah. Then we can call it. Oh my God! It's already 8:45.
Yeah.
I'm short stream. It feels like it's been really long. All right. You ready for the big kahuna?
Yeah.
We're slamming down. This is what you get for hanging night. Oh, there are some really fun, thoughtful touches. Yes, you have to wait to see. They're not in these rocks, but there are some. So we have this monster, which is 4 inches high.
That's a hand high.
Yeah, it's a formally a hand high, and it is very big. So this thing is yeah. You stayed up till 2 a.m. This is what you deserve. Fair. So there will be right plenty of playable space to work your way up. We've got biscuit slot here, so you can connect your crazy, whatever terrible danger you've got waiting for you. There will be a vertical rod slot there. There will be. It's not sculpted in yet. Got to figure out. There'll be a sculpted. There'll be another. This is at the 2-inch mark. There'll be another biscuit slot here, so you can do like some cool thing where you have like one bridge coming here and then the next bridge coming off over there. And it still needs the front foot needs it needs to be extended just a little bit to help the physics. It's a little too tippy out here. Like the tough thing when Eli sculpted this, it was the armature. It's attached to an armature, and so it's hard to test like how tippy it is. So we're gonna kick that little front foot. It's gonna come out like another 1/4 of an inch, so we get better center of gravity. And then now you get 2 of these, and then one of these things, and there's going to be a lot of fun, crazy, multi-stacking rock builds in the future. Woo!
Jarvis, this will be available later this year at some point. We'll be running the campaign.
Perilous Frontiers. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have an exact date yet. Are all these new sculpts coming in Ice 2 or these desert specific?
Yes.
All
these
the
will
rocks are
all
both.
be in both schemes.
Yeah.
So you can get whichever speaks to you or both, or whatever you need. But this thing is. I don't even know yet how we're gonna make this thing. It's got holes that go all the way through it. It's got like it is insanity, and it's got a curve to it. It's got a gentle whoop to it.
It's perfectly natural.
So the perfect, totally natural curve there.
Citrus, yeah, this definitely wouldn't be shipping in 2026. This would be shipping 2027.
Yeah.
Mudkip, yes, the giveaway drawing happened.
Yeah. Who won? Did we get? Who
That
did
was
we do?
301 Travis.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, Travis. Yeah, so buckle up for this. We've got some big old rocks a brewing, nesting all nice, like if you want to make some big, huge clumps. And right, this is the stuff you're gonna find out in that deep wasteland where nobody else is. Danger awaits. Danger for your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear wallet.
I'm gonna put this guy. Let's go a little further.
Yeah, Travis, I
This is
whispered you asking about your email. If you can't do the DMs on Twitch for whatever reason, you can also just let me know on Discord.
Yeah, we'll make some big,
Perilous.
lots of big rock arches in your perilous finance.
That's pretty cool, just right there. Yeah.
Right. Well, this is the
And you can just do this scatter on a map if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw your quicksand terrain trays down and do this, or your packed earth, or your mountain terrain trays, or whatever. Like, or roll out a battle map. Put it in your cavern. I don't know. There's a lot of places you could put some neat natural rocks. And we'll show. It actually looks really. This kind of cream color looks really nice on, with the green with the forest. Right, it looks neat in the forest too. So you could have these it's your thing transitioning to Titan's Tooth. Who knows what? Like, there's gonna be a lot of fun options. We'll definitely have a bunch of compatibility builds to get you some ideas of all the fun ways you can put these together. Like a double bridge. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So let's call it here. We gave you a bunch. Thanks for riding through the tough times as well as the good times. We appreciate it. Thanks for all the kind words. I didn't really catch all the chat, but I'm assuming there were a lot of kind words in the chat.
Yes.
If you've got time to hop over to Discord and put some kind words in for Michelle, please do. And think about how you're spending your heartbeats, right? Put some joy out in the world. Play that, schedule that session, and play that game, and enjoy it. And keep being awesome. I really appreciate it. Like, we have such an amazing community, and really, really do appreciate all your support across, be it financial, be it emotional, be it jokes, be it Spelljammer maps, whatever, all of it. Oh man, we never even recapped PAX. What the heck was it? PAX Unplugged.
No, because I think we.
Oh man, yeah.
I think like after we got back, it was just kind of Thanksgiving happened, and then
it was so. There's so many good. We'll talk about. We can talk about it next week. Yeah. But anyway, thank you all. We appreciate all of you. It's fun to have.
Device is connected successfully.
Oh my God, they're spying on us.
What?
They got something just connected. Love it. We'll see you. So Hobby Hang tomorrow. We'll see you next week. We'll show some Michelle pieces. I'll show some Perilous pieces. We'll yeah. See what it is.
All right.
Woo! Till then, have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.